Okay, this is the first of a set of 3 examples that we're putting out on the internet. They're from the word problem worksheet. This specific example is number 4 from the worksheet. It's a mixture problem. There's 3 types of problems that you're going to see when you come across these word problems. There's mixture problems, and there's something unique about mixture problems, and then there's money problems, and you've got to watch with the money problems. There's something that can be unique about those too. And then there's the general type, and they could be about anything, and really those are pretty straightforward. So when we're approaching a mixture problem, we're first going to go ahead and read the problem and see what this is all about. Kind of take down some information. An auto mechanic has 2 bottles of battery acid. One bottle contains a 10% solution, 10% acid solution, and the other bottle contains a 4% acid solution. How many units of each solution are needed to make a total, this is what I want to put together, a total of 120 units of a 6% solution. So I'm going to take and mix some of the 10% acid solution, some of the 4% acid solution, and when I'm done I should have 120 units and the concentration will be 6% acid. So when we start this problem, first thing I need to do is define my variables. DEMS, this is the format I'm using. D stands for define your variables. So I'm just going to say X is going to represent the units. They don't tell us if it's liters or milliliters. The units of the 10% solution. Y is going to be the units of the 4% solution. Second step, E. I'm going to write my equations. If I have 2 unknowns, I need to write 2 equations. So my first equation, I'm going to go through and read the problem, and I'm looking for totals. One of the totals that I see is that I have 120 total units. So that's a total, and that's going to be the combination of the units of the 10% plus the units of the Y%, and I want 120 when I'm done. My second equation is the one that's going to tell me about my 10%, my 4%, and how I'm going to mix those together to end up with a 6%. So if I look at the number of units that I have of the 10% solution, and I say that they have 10% in decimal form battery acid plus the 4% of the battery acid, the amount of the units that I have of the 4%, I'm going to end up with a 6% battery acid solution, but like I've done on the left-hand side, I've taken a percentage and I've multiplied it by the units. A percentage multiplied by the units. I have a percentage, but I haven't multiplied it by the units. The units is 120 total that I'm going to make for this. This is the most commonly forgotten part of this equation, is that when I have an equation, I have to make sure I have the same units all the way across. So equation 1 is easy because it's just in the units. The number of units of X plus the number of units of Y equals 120 units. But the second equation is 10% battery solution of the number of units, of means multiply, 4% of the units, number of units of the 4%, gives me 6% of the units, total units that I want to end up making. Now I have 2 equations, 2 unknowns. I'm going to put these in matrix form. Before I put them in matrix, I need to make sure they're all in the same order. X, Y, constant, X, Y, constant. I'm building the coefficient matrix, the variable matrix, equal sign, the constant matrix. Coefficient matrix holds the coefficients. If there's no coefficient, there's just 1. Don't forget your decimals. The order that I have them listed horizontally is X, Y, so that's the order that my variables go in vertically in my variable matrix, and then my total, 120, and then 0.06 times 120. You can type that right in the matrix. So now the coefficient matrix is going to go in as matrix A. The constant matrix go into your calculators as matrix A. The constant matrix is going to go in your calculator as matrix B. And we did get to practice this in class. So that when you put it in, you're going to do the command A to the -1 times B. If you need help with the calculator commands again, there's a half sheet that I've posted to the website that'll step you through how to put all this in your calculator in good, nice, easy to read steps. It's typed up and it's in the website. So once you do this, you're going to come up with your solution. So go ahead and hit pause, put the coefficient matrix in, put the constant matrix in, and then tell the calculator A to the -1 times B, and we'll compare our answers. Okay, so the solutions that come out of this equation, whenever they come out, we're going to be careful. We're going to write the answers with the labels alongside of it. So when this comes out, I find out that my matrix that comes out of the calculator is 40 and 80. So when I translate this into the problem, I have 40 units of whatever variable the x was, because it came out in the top. So that's going to be 40 units of the 10% solution. And then I have 80 units of the 4% solution. And if I mix exactly 40 units of 10%, 80 units of 4%, I should end up with what I'm looking for, which is 120 units of the 6% solution.